Hey my babes, welcome back to my channel. In today's video I'm going to do a Kim Kardashian West inspired makeup look. I've done my hair like how she did in the Paper magazine photo that everyone literally went crazy for like 2 or 3 years ago. Let's just jump into it and have some fun. I've literally got so many breakouts going on up here. I don't know what's going on, but we need to cover it up. So I'm recreating this look right here. It's just a really like effortless look. I feel like she goes very much for the more matte look than dewy, and definitely not very highlighted either. She's really like that mum look, but it's like really nice mum look, you know what I mean? So to go with the matte look that she usually goes for, I'm gonna go with Maybelline Fit Me in the matte and poreless range. Oh, I literally forgot to just put primer on. Like, am I okay? Let's start again. For primer, I'm taking Too Faced Primed Poreless Primer. This is just gonna ensure that I get rid of all those nasty big pores in literally all of my problem areas. Do you know what? I'm like sweating. I just had the fan going. Let me know if that annoys people. Let me know. Now that we've primed our face, now we can get into the foundation. So foundation today, I'm using Maybelline Fit Me. This is the matte and poreless range. I am in the shade 220 Natural Beige. And I like to just apply most foundations to the back of my hand. And I'm just going to take my damp beauty sponge. This one is by Real Techniques. And I'm just going to dab it everywhere first. I like to start in the middle of my face with most foundation so I can evenly disperse the foundation outwards, and then that way I'm not left with a huge thick line and it's not harder to blend. Now that we have our base on, I'm now going to do some concealer. So this is the Instant Age Rewind Concealer. I'm pretty sure every beauty guru has raved about this once or twice in their videos. This one is by Maybelline. So I've taken my little squeegee thing off here and I'm using a Zoeva 142 concealer buffer brush, and I just like to apply it first with this brush. Now Kim has quite white under eyes, so I'm going to make sure that we achieve that today. Okay, now we literally look like a chicken right now. I'm just going to take my damp beauty sponge again and use another side. So I'm going to start doing the chin, and I'm not going to try and bring it out any further than where I've put it. So I'm literally just dabbing over the area. And I'm just going to conceal my whole nose, and then I can go over it with contour. Okay, now that we're looking a little bit funny right now, I'm going to take my Rimmel Stay Matte in Translucent, and I'm just going to take a big fluffy brush and go over my whole face. Feeling quite powdery right now, but I'm looking quite highlighted in the places that I want to look highlighted. So it's now to add some more color into the skin. So I'm going to be taking Hoola by Benefit bronzer. This is more like a contour shade than a bronzer. So I'm going to use this. I'm not going to use the brush that it comes with though. I'm going to take my Real Techniques, this is a blush brush, but I really like to use it for those contours. So I'm just going to take a tiny little bit because a little bit goes a long way. And I'm just going in the hollows of my cheeks. Now I'm keeping most of the color here because I don't want to drag it out too far. With Kim, it looks like it goes quite thick here and then it sort of drops down a little bit. So I'm going to try and do that. Yes, this is exactly what we want. See how it goes straight and then it just cuts down? That's what we want. Forehead, it looks like she mostly just goes here and here. So that's what I'm going to do. Start here and work my way down and a little bit in towards more the middle of the forehead. Moving on to the nose contour, I'm still going to use the Hoola. I'm going to take a different brush though, obviously. So I'm going to take a soft crease brush. This is the 221 from Zoeva. I'm taking a very small amount of that Hoola bronzer. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to do circular motions inside this part of my nose. And what this is going to do is it's going to create a shadow. And it's going to look like the nose up here is very narrow, which is what hers looks like. It just looks straight. Now her contour kind of goes up to her brow just a little bit. So I'm going to just extend that shadow sort of into the brow. See how the nose just looks a lot skinnier now? Looks like she's just going straight on the edge of the nose. So that's what I'm going to try and do. And I'm just going to do ever so slightly, little bit by little bit. Now she comes to even more of just a square shaped nose, basically straight down and straight across. So I'm going to take this contour down here. We're just going to shorten it on the bottom here. Now I'm just going to grab a little bit more of the powder and just clean up the middle. Rose is looking snatched to the gods. It's even lighter underneath her eyes, so I'm going to take the AC ONTOUR contouring and highlighter kit, and I'm going to take the banana shade And I'm just going to take like a tapered brush and just put this underneath my eyes just to brighten it even more. Clean up the contour with it as well. So for her highlighter, she hardly has any highlighter on, especially for this picture. She just has a tiny little bit on her nose and the tiniest little bit in the inner corner. That's just what I'm going to do. So I'm going to take this Tarte one. This is Amazonian Clay 12-Hour Highlighter, and it's in the shade Stunner. It's just more like a neutral, more natural looking highlight. And it smells like chocolate. I'm just gonna take a really small pencil brush, put a tiny little bit on there, put it on the tip there, and then the tiniest bit in here. And that's literally it for her highlight, which is fine by me. If that's what Kim Ye wants, that's what Kim Ye gets. Okay, now for brows, her brows look quite natural looking. So something that I can go natural with is the Hourglass, what is this? Brow Sculpting Pencil. And basically on one side it's got a brush, which is really good, and on the other side it's got the pencil. So I'm just going to go ahead and brush them out. Like, I could probably even leave them like this, but I will fill them in a little bit. I feel like that's all that she does for her brows. Like, that's how effortless she looks. I'm just going to take the brush again and just brush through that product. And she kind of has like that brushed up look effect, so I'm just going to do that. Okay, now for her eyes, this is what I'm going to do. You can hardly see any eye makeup, which probably means that she probably doesn't have that much on anyway. So I'm going to take the Tarte Tartelette palette. These are cool tones, but that's sort of what she goes for. She doesn't really go for the warm. And I'm probably just going to take 227 Zoeva Soft Definer Brush, and I'm going to take this first shade here, which is called Dreamer. I'm just going to dip in it a tiny bit, and I'm just going to go on the lower lash line, work it to the crease, and only keep it in that outer corner. I'm basically just stamping the product first. And then I'm going to blend it. Is it better if I like look straight ahead to you guys? Let me know. So I'm just blending it just to make sure it's got no harsh edges, and it just looks really pretty and it's nice and smoked out a little bit. I feel like then she has the tiniest little bit of liner, black liner. So I'm just going to use this Essence liner, black pencil. I'm only going to put a tiny little bit on and then smudge it out. To smudge it out, I'm just using a flat top brush. Just gives it that little bit more depth and darkness to the look, and helps the lashes look a little bit darker too. For lashes, I am going to put falsies on, but before I put falsies on, I'm going to use the Max Factor False Lash Effect Mascara. and coat my top and bottom lashes. So I'm just going to give my lashes a second coat of mascara because her lashes are insanely big here. And I don't think that they're falsies. For lips, she went for a super nude lip, so I'm going to outline my lips with MAC lip pencil in the shade Soar. And she's got quite a sharp cupid's bow, so I'm going to try and mimic that one. For the lipstick, I'm taking MAC in the shade Velvet Teddy. To put this face all together, I'm going to take a little bit of Mario Badescu Rose Water Spray. Well guys, this is the finished look. I really hope you enjoyed it. I feel like this look did turn out pretty well. Like, I think there was a couple of color shades, like definitely the lip color could have probably been a little bit lighter, but look, your girl didn't have that color all right. If you like this video, please give it a big thumbs up because it helps me out so much, and I can't wait to see you in the next video. Bye guys.